Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Lunchtime edition. I was busy this morning. Hey, I just wanted to say thanks everyone for sending me comments back and congratulations. A lot of people I posted that they had congratulated them on new positions. Always good looking to help my connections on LinkedIn. And if I could ever do anything for you, just let me know. I had a thought. Someone asked me the other day about sharing his resume. And I said, you know what? I said, if you write an article on LinkedIn, I'd be more than happy to share your article with my connections on LinkedIn. Just message me. Maybe that'll help promote them in finding a new position or something like that. So don't ever hesitate if you're one of my connections, watch the show to message me about sharing something you posted. I'll be happy to take a look at it and see what I can do to help. Anyway, today I want to talk about. Yesterday we talked about Scrum Master, Daily Scrum, and how a team member or a team can use Daily Scrum, how they could use it, what the benefits are, and a different way of looking at it. Today I want to talk about how Scrum Masters can use Daily Scrum. Now you may say, but Greg, the Scrum Guide says the Daily Scrum is for developers, but there are techniques that the Scrum Master can use to help with the Daily Scrum to help them in their coaching. And I'm going to explore that a little bit in today's show. And I am shifting a little bit on the screen. That's because Bubbles is right here. She got here before I did, and she took over half the area. So I had to move over a little bit. So if it looks like the lighting is kind of weird or I'm off centered or whatever, it's Bubbles' fault. She's sound asleep. She's snoring away over here. But I'm not. I'll let her go. Anyway, okay, it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and here we talk about Scrum and Agile in a very practical and tactical way. So we're going to bring more value to customer, not work so hard to bring that value to customer, and have a little fun along the way. And as I said, and don't forget, veterans still got the 5 spots out there. I don't know if there's more people, but I definitely have 5 spots. I got to double check, see how things are going. For people, if you know a veteran or anybody who would be interested in some coaching, they get free 6 months worth of coaching for veterans if they want to forward it off to them, or they might want to do it. Who knows? But it's there until the end of 2024. Then I'll probably redo it again in Memorial Day in 2025. I do it during Veterans Day and Memorial Day, but I extend how much time people can sign up for. Anyway, I want to share that with you too. And so let's talk about Scrum Masters and how you can use Daily Scrum. And some may say, like I said in the beginning, well, in the Scrum Guide, this says it's just for the team. Well, yeah, yes, and no. It's what it says. Then there's no reason for Scrum Masters not to be at a Daily Scrum. I've had debates and arguments over my career with developers or tech lead. Well, the Scrum Master's not supposed to be here. And I'm like, yeah, nah. Ain't gonna happen, because you got to make sure as a Scrum Master that Scrum is being done properly, and you identify stuff. You don't necessarily involve yourself during the sprint or the Scrum meeting, unless you acknowledge as a part of a training and getting them to a point. Maybe you take care of it afterwards, and this is the after part or the outside part. So let's say a Scrum Master, you have one of your team members who may not be producing well, or not producing well, not as rapidly as everyone would think they were doing, or something. I don't know. Maybe they're slow on the output. Maybe they get stuck. Like I always, be honest with you, anytime my engineers, anybody working on my projects as a project manager, even as a Scrum Master, they would disappear for more than a day, and I didn't hear nothing at them, and they would say the same thing for multiple days. I'd go find them personally as a Scrum Master and see if there's anything I could do to help break that log jam in their brain or the work or whatever was causing a delay. And one of the things I would do in my coaching sessions when I would do one-on-ones with them, like if I had someone who was having issues, I can kind of tell. Once you do this long enough, you can kind of tell someone's having issues. I would offer a part of my tool belt or tools for Scrum Master during coaching would be to offer, hey, this might be a perfect topic So, or why don't you use the daily scrum to voice out your concern? Like, you know, I would recommend, it's like, look, hey, if you can't figure it out in a day, make sure you cover it in the next daily scrum, or you bring it up that you're stuck or you're having issues, or whatever. And the reason why I do this, it reminds them they can use the process. A lot of people are afraid to use the process and things like that. And sometimes as a coach, people are afraid to bring like bad news, like, hey, you're not doing too well. But you can use the daily scrum as like a blanket. If you want, Snoopy's coming out with Thanksgiving specials and stuff like that. So Linus had the blanket. Well, one of them had the blanket. That was their security blanket. So you security blanket if you're worried about sharing bad news or asking questions or getting too involved. You can use the daily scrum as a security blanket where you can recommend to the teammate, the team member, to voice out their hesitation and their troubles in daily scrum. And then if they don't do it, right, you mention it and you think things not moving across the board. And we're same with Kanban, by the way. Kanban does daily stand-up too. They didn't think they do, but they do. They all like it. If things aren't progressing across the board, like on the Scrum board or the Kanban board or whatever, you can always follow up in your next meeting or the next day or later in that day and say, hey, I was, Daily Scrum, I didn't hear you mention anything today about XYZ issues you're working on. What's holding you back from sharing that information? Let's talk about that. And now you're coaching rather than pointing fingers. Oh, you suck, right? You don't want to say that, or they're not doing well, but you can use the daily scrum as a security blanket for yourself and giving critique feedback to the member, and also use it as, so what's holding you back? What's preventing you from sharing at the daily scrum that you're having the problems with getting this work through, or you're getting stuck? And you can coach along that realm with the person. So I wanted to add that to you because there's aspects that when we do these guides and stuff that say, oh, it's only for this, but a Scrum Master should know how to use these tools to help them coach people along and get them to work together better. So I wanted to share that today on this, because this is our 4R Thursday where we talk about requirements, reviews, retros, and roles. And today it was a role thing about Scrum Master to go on with the daily Scrum we talked about yesterday. And I wanted to share that to you as a tool that Scrum Masters can use. I hope that helps. I hope that's useful information. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me on LinkedIn or connect with me. Check out our website. I got to put some more posts up there. And I want to wish you the best. You have a great day. And see you again tomorrow. Is Fun Friday. I got to think of something fun to do besides play with trains. Pet the cat. There's a kitty cat over here. Ooh, my Bubbles. She is sound asleep. Anyway, y'all have a great day and see you again tomorrow, or soon, I should say. As long as nothing stops me, we're meeting early tomorrow morning, we'll do it. All right, take care. Bye.